Let's go to the UEFA Champions League now. Match day 2. Games played in Group A to D. Okay, before we come to that one, let's talk about the games that I played yesterday in Group H to E. And we'll start with the matchup between Sevilla and Maribor. That one ended 3-0 in favor of Sevilla. Ben Yedder scoring a hat-trick for Sevilla in that one. Liverpool dropped points against Spartak Moscow. A lot of chances created, but they couldn't take them, and that's 1 point on match day 2 for Liverpool. Elsewhere in Group F, Manchester City defeated Shakhtar Donetsk 2-0. Kevin De Bruyne on target, as well as Raheem Sterling. Napoli, no one is talking about Napoli at this stage, but they're on fire. 3-1 over Feyenoord. They scored in Senior Mertens Carleon on the score sheet. Besiktas defeated Leipzig 2-0. Monaco shockingly lost at home against FC Porto. Vincent Abubakar of Cameroon scoring twice in that game. In Group H, Apol Nicosia lost to Tottenham Hotspur. Harry Kane with a hat-trick, perfect one. Left foot, right foot, and a header. And Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid ended 3-1 in favor of Real Madrid. Ronaldo with a brace, 109 Champions League goals. And today, action continues in the UEFA Champions League from Group A to D. And I mean, some really interesting matchups here that we're going to get allow it to talk about later, but let's start with Basel taking on Benfica, CSK Moscow United, Anderlecht versus Celtic, Karabakh versus Roma. First time out against Chelsea, very bad for Karabakh. So let's see if they can bounce back from that humiliating loss to Chelsea. PSG versus Bayern Munich, you'd say that was the game of the pack. Also, Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea. That's another potentially explosive and exciting game. Juventus, Olympiacos, and Sporting versus Barcelona. Before we come and talk about
let's go back to the results. And a lot of people, expected Dortmund to do better than they did against Real Madrid. I felt the scoreline, was probably unfair to Dortmund for what they put into that game. But did any of those results surprise you?
The Dortmund game didn't come as a surprise, but I expected something better from Dortmund. Now, based on the fact that before that match on the Bundesliga, they only conceded 1 goal, which was the last game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. It was scored by Lars Tilde. Now, it shows that the opposition in the Bundesliga is not a true test for Dortmund, because when they got to the Champions League, they've conceded 6 goals.
Second defeat.
This is a team that is in the Bundesliga, and they've not conceded until the last game. They only consider 1 goal.
In the Champions League,
but
they're leaking goals.
the level of opposition. You can, when you play against Real Madrid,
or maybe
Bale, Marco Asensio, Rolando, Isco, Modric, Cruz, Casemiro. These are world-class players. These are world-class players. The only thing that really affected Dortmund yesterday, they went toe-to-toe. So they allowed a lot of space for Rolando and Bale to take them on. And when you give Real a chance to attack you, you understand? Let me tell you, let me give you a special analysis. Right from the defense to the midfield, you understand? If you give players like Bill, Rolando, acres of space, you understand? They will exploit and they will score. You understand? They are goal poachers, they are world class, they are the top of their game. So that was what happened. Because the likes of Mateo Barak, Socrates Mustapodoulos, Lucas Piszczek, and Maximilian Philipp, they didn't close up enough. So it affected them. One likes of Gonzalo Castro, Julian Weigl, all of them in the midfield allowed Isco, Modric, Cruz to do the damage, because all the damage they will do is that they'll supply the attack line, the passes, and before you know what is going on.
You concede 3 goals
the damage is done.
And you end up losing that game. We talked about Liverpool as well, to playing a draw in Russia against Spartak. Jurgen Klopp today, actually after the game, definitely ruled his missed opportunities by his players. A lot of chances created, but they didn't take them. Let's take his post-match reactions now. Jurgen Klopp.
It was a very intense game, and how I said, it was, for me, it's never about the names. It's really about how we can perform. And in a lot of moments we performed as good as possible, and a lot of moments not. And we have to keep on working. That's how it is. And we have to carry on. We have to create. We have to protect. We have to defend, and then to score. And obviously we didn't score often enough tonight. That's just a fact, nothing else. And the only target you have is to go through the group to the next round, and that's still possible for us. We know now more about 2 teams in the league, in the group, and both games we could have or should have won, but we didn't. That's at the end always our fault, but we will carry on.
Yes, so Jurgen Klopp still believing Liverpool can actually qualify from that group into the round of 16. 2 points now, they're already playing catch-up behind Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. Let's talk about today's matches and some really interesting ones as well. Too, but let's talk about Manchester United. First of all, Jose Mourinho, they'll take on CSK Moscow. Russia is a very difficult terrain to go at times. What do you think is going to happen in this one?
Yeah, that's one of the when we play Spartak Moscow, CSK Moscow, they are dreaded because of the weather.
Okay.
You understand? And it takes time for players to acclimatize because it's very cold around there.
Right.
But nevertheless,
Yes.
United have built a team that will contest on all fronts, both domestically and continentally. In the sense that we have the likes of Matic, Lukaku, and the likes of Bailey. I guess they will deliver the result.
If the manager agrees with you, because he seems to be complaining and talking about injuries. All right, let's listen to Jose Mourinho speaking ahead of that game. I'll be back for more on Sports this morning.
Yeah, we don't have Fellaini, we don't have Pogba, we don't have Carrick. So all 3 midfield players that we lose for this match. So the solutions are not many, but we try not to focus on individual battles or in specific areas on the pitch. We try to focus on the globality, and we are going to have a team with quality, with balance. Fellaini was lucky. Could be a much worse situation, but in a moment where we don't have Pogba and Carrick, Marwan becomes even more important than he always is. And not to be here tomorrow, like the first question.
Right, Jose Mourinho giving us a bit of team news ahead of that match against CSK Moscow. The light in midfield, but yeah, me and Olaole believe there's enough cover in that side.
No excuses, Jose. No excuses. Go and win. Go and win
early.
Yeah.
Right. So the other games
More mind game.
Yeah, I think so.
It's more mind game.
I think so too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Jose Mourinho, whatever he does can be, interpreted as mind game. Let's go and listen to another coach who's going to be in action today. I'm talking about Antonio Conte. They got to play against Atletico Madrid.
In the previous experience with the Juventus and with the Real Madrid, he played and not played. And I think for the first time, is having a great chance to start like number 9, to have the responsibility, to have the right pressure, and I think he's responding very well.
Diego has moved into a new club, and we have to deal with it. Obviously now we have to deal without him, and obviously not to play tomorrow with Diego in Atletico is better for us because, as I said before, I've been playing with him 3 years. We are Spanish teammates, and he's a very good striker, a top striker, and obviously not to play him tomorrow is a little advantage for us.